and welcome to Bible Study with Alice, and today we're going to be doing a Bible dictionary review on Young's Bible Dictionary by G. Douglas Young, PhD. And for those who are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I do multiple different content on my channel. I do book reviews, I do a daily psalm reading at the moment, and I will do my daily psalm readings daily, and then once a week, once every couple of weeks, I try to aim at uploading a video like this. And actually this is quite helpful because I don't actually own a Bible dictionary, and in my ESV translation I don't actually have a Bible dictionary at the back of it, which isn't always helpful, I'm not going to lie. I do have obviously Bible dictionaries at the back of other translations, but in that particular translation I don't, and I obviously have to look at other Bibles for biblical terminology or go on to the internet. But I do like a physical version of a Bible dictionary. I do prefer it. I've never had one, so I am actually gonna be really happy that I've got this. That in itself is a positive, because I've never had one. I'm going to be more inclined to want to use this one, and because I've never had one and my Bible doesn't have one, I can use both books at the same time. So when I'm studying my Bible and there's a word that I'm a bit unsure of or want more clarification on, expansion on it, then we can go to this particular book for just that. So in itself, if you're like myself and you are one of those people who do prefer a physical book, then this is the book for you. As I said, this is my first time owning a Bible dictionary. So there are obviously going to be other Bible dictionaries out there that you might like and that you would prefer and recommend to me. I'm actually quite happy with you sending me recommendations on different types of Bible dictionaries that you do use, and if you'd like me to review them, let me know. I'm more than happy to make a purchase of that book, because I like to have a collection of different places, different books, different places to work with, because it's always good to have multiple types of text to get a better understanding and better knowledge of the Bible, because the Bible is a very big book in the grand scheme of things, and it's very complicated. So having a Bible dictionary is very good. So let's get into it. I actually got this off Amazon. It turned up today in the last hour, I would say, and half an hour. It definitely turned up not long ago. So it's got at the top Tyndale Desktop Reference, Young's Bible Dictionary, updated and expanded. As I've said, this is my first time owning a Bible dictionary, so I can't tell you anything about the updated or expanded parts of it because I don't know myself. There's nearly 7,000 entries, which is a lot of entries, hundreds of maps, charts and illustrations, all the major people, places, objects, events and keywords in the Bible, significant theological terms, and the author is G. Douglas Young, PhD. On the side, you have obviously Young's Bible Dictionary, and then at the very top, Tyndale Desktop Reference with a tree, and Tyndale at the bottom, and then you've got, I want to say, I don't know, it's got pictures. That's actually quite cool. I do like a picture. It's actually quite colourful. Can't possibly tell you where that is. Please tell me in the comment box if you do know where it is, but that's quite cool. And then at the back, it's got Young's Bible Dictionary Tyndale Desktop Reference Edition. This comprehensive Bible reference work is a complete revision and expansion of Young's Bible Dictionary, a dictionary highly rated by Biblical Archaeological Review for scholars and clarity, affirming that it is a careful presentation of biblical evidence. This new revision, with nearly 7,000 entries, contains concise and clear information on all major people, places, objects, events, theological terms, and keywords in the Bible. It's been designed to be used alongside all major Bible translations. And then at the bottom, you've got the ISBN number, which I'm going to leave there for a few minutes, so you can kind of screenshot it if you need to, or make a note of it. I did not pay $21.99 US because I'm in the UK, but I will obviously link it into the description box below and make a note of how much it actually cost me in sterling. So on the first page you have Young's Bible Dictionary, and then in really, really tiny faded grey writing, Tyndale Desktop Reference. And then you have the main covers inside. Has all the people who were part of it. General Editor G. Douglas Young, Revision Editor James Swanson, Associate Editor George Kaiumackness and John R. Kogenberger III, and where they're from in it all. Then you've got this bit here, which is all the legal bits and pieces, and it's printed in the United States of America. I will get there in the end. And it's a preface to the revised. Basically, it's a preface to the revised edition, whichever way you want to say it. How to use it. And then you got James A. Swanson making a comment on it. And then you got George Kaiumackness Jr. Doing a preface to the first edition of Young's Bible Dictionary. So, as I said, I've not got that, so I don't know. Then you've got the contributors, which is quite helpful because we do like to know who contributed to it, so we can then figure out from them what significance they had in being a Bible scholar and historian. Then you have the abbreviations, which is quite helpful. Just make sure. The paper is actually quite nice paper to use. It's not like it's a Bible paper. I'll make it go a little bit smaller so you can see it better. So then it's got the abbreviations for all the books in the Bible. So obviously GE Genesis, EX Exodus, right the way through to Jude for Jude. I guess you can't put JU. I have to admit, I haven't actually looked to see if there is that, but it's fine. And then Rev for Revelations. Then you have the Tropical Index, which is quite helpful. I think it's all quite helpful. So the Tropical Index goes over a couple pages. And then we go into the first part of it. Obviously, it's a dictionary, so it's going to be A to Z or A to Z, whichever one you want to see it as. What I like about this, obviously, is it gives you an explanation about it. Obviously, that's the point of a dictionary. So, obviously, the first part is Aaron, and then it talks about Aaron, and then it tells you where you can find certain things. So, like Exodus 17:8-3, 8-13 even. So you can obviously look for that. And it goes all the way through. Through all the A's. And then you have like a map, which then, so that one is Abraham's journey to Canaan. Abraham, Sarai, and Lot traveled from Ur of Chaldeans to Canaan by way of Haran. My pronunciation of biblical terminology is pretty shocking, but I think we get where we're going with it. So they started off here, they went all the way up to Haran and then all the way down to Jerusalem. So it continues obviously with A's. There's more maps, which as I said is very, very helpful. And then it literally got all the terminology that you can find in the Bible. And as I said, more maps and more terminology. More, as I said, there's going to be lots of maps. So with here, I have to go back a bit. So here it talks about alabaster. So alabaster is a vase, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And then that would be what it is, or a brief idea of what it would look like. And then at the bottom here, it talks about Alexander the Great. And then at the top, it's the coins of Alexander the Great. So what they would have likely have looked like. Obviously, it's going to be like an interpretation of what it could be. And then here, it talks about the altar of burnt offerings. So here it's a description in the dictionary of what an altar is. And yeah, so that's the other part of it, of an altar. So we go through all the A's, we keep going. As I said, there's so many different terminology here. So if you're literally looking for what apostles is all about, you got it here. So it is very, very helpful. There's obviously more maps and more maps. And then here it talks about archaeological and study of ancient things, and it's got obviously multiple different terminology of it. There's like 6 different points of it, and it goes on for about archaeological stuff for quite some time. There's obviously more coins. I have to admit, it's going on for a very long time, archaeology. And then we're back, obviously, more maps. And then we've got obviously pictures of what like weaponry and all that. Ancient helmets. And then obviously more A's, more maps. You kind of get where we're going with this. It's really, really helpful. I mean, I've never come across anything like this before, so I'm really looking forward to it. So now we're into B. And same again with the maps. And more pictures of things. There's like animals, which is obviously in the Bible it's known as beasts, but it's obviously animals. And there's just so much here, more maps. And then it's got about Bible versions, ancient versions. So there's so many different types of Bible versions. Biblical language, like Hebrew language, Greek language. And then it talks about Aramaic language. Then it talks about biblical manuscripts as well. So this is obviously a picture of I'm trying to read now just to tell you what it is. It's a manuscript, and it reads let's go here and then I can read over the top. So, take heed to yourselves and all the flock among which the Holy Spirit has made you overseer to shepherd To the Church of the Lord, other manuscripts read God, which he purchased with his own blood. So these are obviously manuscripts and things, more pictures of birds and all sorts of different things. As I said, this is really, really helpful. So this is the high priest. So this one here is the high priest breastpiece, which obviously talks about here. And then we go into C, and we have the calendar, more maps, more pictures. It's really helpful, actually. I really do, actually. I don't know what, I know I was expecting a Bible dictionary, so I knew what I was expecting, but this is actually quite fascinating. I'm actually going to enjoy studying from this. Important places in the life and ministry of Jesus, and my cat is on my bed. Oh gosh, don't fall off. Hold on. Let's move you over. There you go. Morning. Oh, my cat. Right. There. So we've got more maps. Sorry about that. My cat really likes it when I'm filming. Right, so this is going over to the water window. It's fine. So yeah, we've got more terminology in the Bible dictionary. As I said, this is something I'm really looking forward to working from, because I never had a Bible before. So it's a Bible dictionary before, because in my Bible, the one that I use for the channel, doesn't actually have a Bible dictionary. So it's really, really been more difficult to do, because I would have to, go on to Google or onto the internet and looked up the online Bible dictionary for terminology. So you got these, so more maps. It's really, really, really interesting. It's got so many different pictures. The pictures are very basic but very good. Very good at kind of giving you the idea of what it's going to look like. And so now we're into E. So it's just been very helpful, and it gives you such great information and vast information. So here it talks about Egypt and its neighbouring countries. So obviously, as we know in modern times, so Egypt's like here, then you've got Jerusalem, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Syria, and then Lebanon, and then the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea at the bottom. It's really good because if you're like myself, you like to know like how the people went on their missions. So we're into obviously E. And when they travelled distances, we're coming to F, how far of a distance did they travel? What does certain words mean? Certain words mean the same thing, but in what we would know it as, obviously. But there's certain words that they use, like, no, I've got to find a word that they use, like Gadi. So basically, my fortune, the spy who represented the tribe of Manasseh amongst those who went from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, and you can find that in Numbers, things like that. It's just really, so I said, for Bible dictionary, it is pretty much self-explanatory. It's what you're going to expect to get from a Bible dictionary, but I would definitely recommend it if you're into a physical book like this. So it's all pretty much the same as the start of what I said. Like got maps and obviously you've got you know, the terms, and then an explanation of the terms being H now. And, you know, it really is just that. It's what, I would say, it's what you would expect to find in a Bible dictionary, or would find in a dictionary in general. Well, a Bible dictionary, I guess, more than anything. You wouldn't find pictures or diagrams in a normal dictionary. But it's really, really useful, really, really helpful as well. For those who are like myself, we've got like coins. So Herod Agrippa first was a Greek inscription meaning King Agrippa the Great, lover of Caesar. It's just so helpful, and I definitely will say this will help me in my channel as well, help me to be able to understand certain words a bit better. Probably won't help me to pronounce them better, but at least I know what the meaning is. And if I come across a word that I think, oh, I'm not really sure on that, we can also look for it up at the same time, which is also helpful. So we've got like who people who they are. So we've got Jared, the father of Enoch, and it's listed in the genealogical of Jesus. You got Jaha, an Egyptian slave who was allowed to marry the daughter of Shanashia, Gemanite. Got like Jehu, and what Jehu means, and you got it says here Jeremy, but then if you go to Jeremiah, it obviously expands on what Jeremiah means, and Jeremiah is just there, so I just see what I mean. It's really helpful. I definitely will. I'm glad I bought it. I'm definitely going to say that. I definitely am glad that I bought this. As I said, I've not experienced a Bible dictionary like this before, so it is very new to me. I'm not saying that you haven't, but for me, you know, it's okay. For me, it is very, very good to be able to have that understanding. And then we've got here the divided kingdoms, and then obviously carrying on into Al, and then more pictures. I really do like the pictures because that actually helps me to understand things better, having a visualized picture of it. And then it talks about, you know, as I said, it's got the maps. It talks about all the different types of people. Talks about what certain words mean in the Bible, you know, into M. And obviously, as I said, it's going to be the same throughout. So we will keep going through it. But I will, you know, just wanted to show you this. So if you had wanted to purchase a Bible at any point, that's really cool. It's the Moabite stone. The whole stone measures 3 feet 7 inches by 1 foot 11 inches, which is pretty big. I mean, okay, I'm 5'5", so it's gonna be smaller than me, but that's still pretty big for a stone. And it's just so good. I love it. I'm actually glad I purchased it because I do like to be able to know what these terminology means and where places are, and kind of have an idea of where somebody travelled. So like, for example, here it talks about Jonah's journey to Nineveh. Jonah began in Joppa, which is just here next to it's in Israel next to Jerusalem, and he's travelled. So he went by ship. So Jonah began his travel obviously there in a ship heading to Tarshish. I've no idea where Tarshish even is. I don't think I'm assuming it's in this area, but it didn't actually state it. as such. And then we returned back to Israel and went on a Tarsus. I've no idea where Tarsus even is on this, because it doesn't actually point it out. I will give you that. And we went to this place here, Nineveh, which is the capital of Assyrian Empire. I pronounced these words totally wrong, so we're now into O. As I said, it's really, really good. As I said, it is literally throughout the whole of the dictionary. It's the same for everything. So you've got like maps. I have to admit, Bible maps are really good. It's a very good tool to have. I have to admit, I have been looking on Amazon. I do get a lot of my stuff on Amazon because I don't live near a town. And sometimes when you really fancy something, you got to go to a main town, like a city. And I don't live near a city either. I literally live in the middle of nowhere. So sometimes it actually is easier to buy off Amazon. I will give you that. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. And I have been looking. And I try to buy these things when they've got some kind of deal on. And I have been, so we're now into Q and now R. And I have been wanting to get an actual Bible map and chart one. Which I'm hoping to get, or might ask for Easter. I don't really eat much chocolate, so I'm into ask. So I might ask for that as an Easter gift, which will be quite good, being like Easter's about Jesus' death, and have a Bible chart for. So yeah, we're in S. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, it's just really, really useful. So we now got this bit here, which is talking about scriptures. It's really useful. I like it. Would I recommend this to anybody? Yes. If you want a Bible dictionary that will help you, my cat just fell out the window, bless her. If you want a Bible dictionary that will help you with your Bible study, then yes, I would most definitely recommend this. And I will I highly recommend this one to you. As I said, it's not the first one I've ever had. As I said, the first one I've ever had, I'm going to be slightly biased. I've obviously not had other ones, but I would definitely say yes to this one. I definitely would do. So now we've got more pictures, like Solomon's Temple. Solomon's Temple is actually it's actually small compared to what people think, but it's still quite big compared to what people think. It's a very interesting one. So you've got pictures of Solomon's Temple. So I would definitely recommend this to anybody who is after a Bible dictionary. To you. I personally would say yes to this one, but being biased, probably I would, because obviously, as I said, this is my first one I've ever had. I'm gonna be, I'm not obviously experienced other Bible dictionaries before, so I am going to be slightly biased and say, yeah, going for this one because it's one I've bought and it's my first one. But if there is obviously other ones, then go for it. So into W. And X, Y, Z, or Z, whichever way. It's American translation if you say Z, but for us, people from the United Kingdom say Z, and then it's the end of it. I would recommend it to people who are after a Bible dictionary. It is definitely one I would recommend. Being biased probably doesn't help because, as I said, this is the first time I've ever purchased a Bible dictionary. So, it's my first time, I'm going to obviously say go for the one I've bought, but it's not going to be the last one I'm going to buy. I am going to buy other Bible dictionaries. I was really looking forward to it because it's the same with any dictionary. You know, you got like the Oxford Dictionary, the Cambridge Dictionary, you got other dictionaries. I mean, most people always go for like the Oxford and Cambridge dictionaries, but there are other dictionaries that you have out there. And if you go for one that you know, then naturally that will be the one you go for. For me, I've never had a Bible dictionary before, and as the Young's Bible Dictionary is the first one I purchased, it's going to be obviously the one I'm going to recommend people to buy. Now, I do like it, and I like the idea of a dictionary, and I like the idea of being able to have my Bible open and be able to go, this is the word I'm unsure of. What does it actually mean? What is the purpose of this word? And then I can try and find it in the Bible dictionary. And that's the reason why I wanted it, because as I might have mentioned before, this is my Bible I have. It's an ESV translation, and it didn't actually have a Bible dictionary at the back. That's the only thing I would say is probably a disadvantage to buying that particular Bible. But I love it. I love my Bible, and I'm fine with having a Bible dictionary at hand. And having a physical a physical book is really helpful. It's really, will help me with my Bible studies. It will help me to help you as well. So it always helped me to expand. I'm one of those people that I like to expand on my knowledge. I like to be able to use multiple translations of the Bible. Now, with my channel, I do primarily use a ESV translation. I know it's not the translation that everybody likes to go by. I do have other translations, and if you've looked in my review folder, there's not many reviews. There is obviously the review on this one. There is a CSB She Read Truth Bible in there. I have the Bible recap in there. And I've got this one going to be in there. So, I am slowly building up on my review videos, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing more books and, get other dictionaries that will probably help with my knowledge. Because the thing is, everybody has a particular thing they like. I personally like the King James Version, but with me stumbling on words, it's not going to be helpful in that context of things. So having these videos where I'm completely stumbling on everything I say, it's not going to be obviously helpful in the grand scheme of things. I'm not going to be doing my purpose of what I'm here to do if I'm stumbling on every single word that I say. And having a translation that I feel comfortable reading from is helpful. I am aware, and I'm fully aware, that the King James Version is the better version to go with. But, it's not like I'm never gonna show it on the channel. I'm never going to do videos from that translation. I will do, as this is like a new channel. I've started this channel on 3rd of November, I believe. It was definitely November time. And as it's been like a new channel, I'm obviously starting off. So I don't really know where I want my channel to go to in the grand scheme of things. I know what I want to do in context purposes. I do want to do more videos like this, review videos, and I do want to do, obviously, I'm doing my daily psalms, so obviously once that finishes, I'll go on to the next thing. But my thing is, you pick what type of book you want to get. So if you want to get a King James Version, go ahead with it. If you want to get the new King James Version, go ahead. ESV, CSB, Christian Standard Bible, whatever translation. And the same with Bible dictionaries. If you want to get this particular one, then go for it. I would recommend it. I'm not going to say no, because obviously I've purchased it. I wouldn't have purchased it if I didn't even want to entertain it. But I like the idea of the Bible dictionary. I like the idea that you can just pick it up and you can find a word that you're unsure of, a term that's a bit like, oh, what does that mean? And then you find it in the Bible dictionary and you look it up and it gives you the context of things. And sometimes it gives you a picture or a map of where that travel would have happened, and it will give you all that information. There's charts obviously in there. There's just so much information in a book. I mean, it is quite a chunky book, to be fair. I quite like it. It didn't tell you how many pages are in this book, but it's quite a chunky book, and I love it. It's definitely a very helpful tool in my Bible studies, and yeah, I definitely would recommend you purchasing this book. And I'm probably one of those people that won't say hardly many negatives in reviews, even though really if there is a negative, then I will point it out. Most of my negatives in Bibles are the pages are quite thin, but in this Bible dictionary, I'm glad that it's not Bible pages like paper. It's proper paper, which is good. And if you need to make a note on there, you can. I mean, it's not exactly ideal because it's not much of a gap, but then I don't really know, you've got bits at the bottom. I don't really know many people who do write in a Bible dictionary. I'm not knocking those who do, but I don't really know many people who do, because it's normally what you write from the Bible dictionary is what you write into the Bible. So it's more what the Bible has to offer is the question, not so much what the Bible dictionary have. So in the context of that, the pages are fine. I mean, as I said, not many people I know write in Bible dictionaries. As I said, it is what they write in the Bible that matters. But yeah, no, I definitely would recommend it. It's definitely a Bible dictionary I would recommend. And yeah, so if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it if you could. Subscribe to my channel. Please turn on the notification bell so you then get notified of videos like this, which are obviously review videos. I do lots of review videos, and there's going to be a lot more coming to the channel. And I do a daily psalm reading, so each day we read from the book of Psalms, and once that completes, there's 150 psalms, and we're on, I don't know what number we're on. Gosh, I've done it today and I can't even tell you when we've done it. We're on 104 today. So we're on 104. So we're on Psalm 104. So, you know, we are getting through them slowly, but surely we are getting through them. And yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.